Remember those late nights in college? The ones where the hours seemed to stretch endlessly, and the only thing keeping you awake was the promise of a hot, cheesy pizza, cramming for exams fueled by cheap pizza. It was practically a rite of passage. The library was always packed and the dorm rooms were buzzing with the hum of late-night study sessions. Pizza was the unofficial sponsor of our academic endeavors, I sure do. One night, while waiting for my usual pepperoni fix, I struck up a conversation with the delivery guy. He seemed different, not just another student making extra cash. There was something about him that piqued my curiosity. He wasn't your average student making extra cash. He had this air of confidence and a spark in his eyes that suggested he was onto something big. This guy was investing in the stock market. Not just dabbling, but seriously investing. He talked about stocks and shares with a passion that was infectious. I was intrigued. He told me about a company called Amazon. At the time it was just a small online bookstore. He explained how he believed in its potential to revolutionize the way we shop. Back then they just sold books online. It was hard to imagine that this little website could become anything more than a niche market for book lovers. He was convinced they were going to be huge. He had done his research, and he was all in. His enthusiasm was palpable, and for a moment, I almost believed him. I, on the other hand, was skeptical. Books online? Who would want that? I couldn't wrap my head around the idea. It seemed too far-fetched, too ahead of its time. Fast forward 10 years. That pizza delivery guy? Let's just say he wasn't delivering pizzas anymore. He had made a fortune, and his life had changed dramatically. He was living the dream, all thanks to his early investment in Amazon. He was living the good life, thanks to his early investment in Amazon. He had a beautiful home, a fancy car, and the freedom to do whatever he wanted. His gamble had paid off in ways he could never have imagined. Me? I was still kicking myself for not listening. Every time I saw an Amazon package, I was reminded of that night and the opportunity I had missed. It was a lesson I would never forget. Sometimes, the most unexpected encounters can change your life forever. That's the power of the 10-year rule. It's a principle that has stood the test of time, guiding countless investors to financial success. The idea is simple yet profound. Give your investments a decade to mature, and you'll likely see substantial growth. This isn't just a theory, it's backed by historical data and real-world examples. It's simple. If you're serious about building wealth in the stock market, you need to be patient. Really patient. This means resisting the urge to make impulsive decisions based on short-term market fluctuations. Instead, focus on the bigger picture. Understand that the stock market is inherently volatile, but over time it has consistently trended upwards. Patience is not just a virtue, it's a necessity for successful investing. Think in terms of decades, not days, weeks, or even years. This long-term perspective allows you to ride out the inevitable ups and downs of the market. When you invest with a 10-year horizon, you're giving your money the best chance to grow. This approach also helps to mitigate the risks associated with short-term market volatility. Remember, time in the market beats timing the market. The stock market is like a roller coaster. There will be exhilarating highs and gut-wrenching lows. But just like a roller coaster, the key is to stay seated and not jump off in the middle of the ride. The ups and downs are part of the journey, and they are what make the eventual reward so satisfying. Understanding this can help you maintain your composure during turbulent times. There will be ups and downs. Some days you'll feel like a financial genius, watching your portfolio grow. Other days, you'll question your decisions as you see your investments decline. This emotional roller coaster is normal, and it's something every investor experiences. The important thing is to stay focused on your long-term goals, and not let short-term setbacks derail your strategy. You'll see your portfolio soar, and you'll watch it plummet. These fluctuations are part of the natural ebb and flow of the market. The key is to remain calm, and not make hasty decisions based on fear or greed. Successful investors understand that these ups and downs are temporary, and that the long-term trend is what truly matters. By keeping a level head, you can navigate these fluctuations more effectively. But here's the key. Don't panic. Panic leads to poor decision-making and can result in significant financial losses. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself of your long-term goals. Meditation and mindfulness can be powerful tools to help you stay calm and focused. By maintaining your composure, you can make more rational decisions that align with your investment strategy. Over the long haul, the market trends upwards. Historical data shows that despite short-term volatility, the stock market has consistently grown over the long term. This upward trend is driven by economic growth, innovation, and the increasing value of companies. By staying invested, you can benefit from this long-term growth and build substantial wealth over time. But you need to be in it for the long haul to reap the rewards. Investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a journey that requires time, patience, and discipline. By committing to a long-term investment strategy, you can achieve your financial goals and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for a major purchase, or building a legacy for future generations, the 10-year rule can help you get there. Think of it like planting a tree. When you plant a young sapling, you are filled with hope and anticipation for the future. You envision the tree growing tall, providing shade, and perhaps even bearing fruit. But you know that this vision won't materialize overnight. It requires patience, care, and a nurturing environment. You wouldn't dig it up every few weeks to see if the roots are growing, would you? Constantly checking on it would only disrupt its growth and potentially harm it. The same principle applies to investing. Once you've made your investment, it's crucial to let it be, allowing it the time and space it needs to grow. No, you give it time, water, and sunshine. Just as a tree needs consistent care and the right conditions to thrive, your investments require regular attention and the right environment to flourish. This means staying informed, making adjustments when necessary, and ensuring that your investments are well diversified to withstand market fluctuations. You choose your investments carefully, like planting seeds. Each seed represents a different opportunity, and you select them based on their potential to grow and contribute to your overall financial health. It's important to research and understand each investment, just as you would learn about the needs of different plants before adding them to your garden. You hold on to them, giving them time to grow. Patience is key. Just as a farmer waits for the harvest, you must wait for your investments to mature. This means resisting the urge to make impulsive decisions based on short-term market movements, and instead, focusing on the long-term growth potential. Ignore the short-term noise, and focus on the bigger picture. The market will have its ups and downs, but it's important to stay focused on your long-term goals. By maintaining a steady course and not getting distracted by temporary setbacks, you can ensure that your investments remain on track. Over time, those seeds will blossom into a portfolio that can weather any storm. With patience, care, and a long-term perspective, your investments will grow and thrive, providing you with the financial security and rewards you've worked so hard to achieve. Just like a well-tended garden, a well-managed investment portfolio can bring beauty and abundance into your life. One of the greatest investors of all time, Warren Buffett, once said, "If you're not willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. He's right. Short-term trading is like gambling. You're betting on luck, not fundamentals. Long-term investing is about partnering with great companies and sharing in their success. It's about building wealth slowly, steadily, and sustainably. Section 5, Amazon, from books to billions. Remember that pizza delivery guy? He wasn't a financial genius, he simply understood the power of long-term investing. He saw the potential in Amazon, he believed in their vision, and he held on to his investment, even when others doubted. That's what separates successful investors from the rest. They have the courage to believe in the future, even when it's uncertain. Section 6. Don't fear the dip. The stock market is driven by emotions, fear, and greed. When the market dips, fear takes over. People sell their stocks in a panic, driving prices down even further. This is your opportunity. Don't fear the dip. Embrace it. Buy when others are fearful. Remember, the best time to buy is when everyone else is selling. Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. Section 7. Time, your greatest asset. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to investing. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Compounding is a beautiful thing. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, gaining momentum as it goes. The longer it rolls, the bigger it gets. Start small, start early, and let time work its magic. Section 8. Start today, dream big. You don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. You can begin with a small amount of money and invest consistently over time. Don't let fear or procrastination hold you back. The stock market is accessible to everyone. There are countless resources available to help you get started. Take the first step today. Your future self will thank you. Section 9. Your 10-year journey to financial freedom. The 10-year rule isn't just about investing in the stock market, it's about investing in your future. It's about taking control of your finances and building a life of freedom and security. It won't be easy, there will be challenges along the way, but trust me, the rewards are worth it. So what are you waiting for? Start your 10-year journey to financial freedom today.